Hi, I'm Rebecca Cook with Bella Pilates, and I'm here for another Pilates Nugget. We're going to do some pre-Pilates exercises, so this is a great a great series to get started if you have a weak core or if you've never done Pilates before. So let's lie down on our mat, and I want you to have your legs bent, and I want you to place your hands right on your belly and your pelvis. All right. We're going to take an inhale, deep breath, and tip our hips towards our feet. And exhale, we're going to turn the tailbone under and tip it back towards our head. So imagine your pelvis is a bowl of water, and we're tipping that bowl of water out towards our feet. And then when we come through the middle, it fills back up, and we tip it towards our head. There you go. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, narrow those hip bones in toward your midline. Inhale, relax. And exhale, turn under. You'll notice that your spine undulates back and forth, nice and smooth. We're just warming up that low back and the whole spine. Back and forth like a wave in the ocean. Now go ahead and assess if your hips are getting tight or your glutes are getting tight when you turn under. I want that action to be coming more from your core, more from your center. So I want you to think of pulling and hugging your midline to do that action. Inhale, release. And exhale, curl under. Now we're going to come back to a central position. We call that a neutral-ish spine, okay? We don't know for sure whether I'm in neutral or not. I don't have an MRI machine seeing where my body is placed. But we're going to find a place where I know that I probably have a little bit of curve in my lower lumbar and I feel comfortable with the exercises that I'm doing. There are some people that have back issues. They're going to have to turn under their hips for a little bit more support initially. But for the most part, we want to navigate to that neutral-ish spine. Arms are going to come next to our side. We're going into what is called marching. So we want our legs to be at a 90-degree angle. We are going to try not to sway our hips side to side. We're going to try not to upslip our hips towards our rib cage, back and forth. And we're going to try not to tip our hips back and forth like we just did. We're going to really maintain a stable position. So here we go. Inhale, deep breath. We're going to exhale, pull our abdominals inward towards the center of our spine and lift the leg up. Inhale, lower it down, and we're trying not to move the torso, not even one wee bit. Inhale, lower down, and exhale to lift. Many of my clients will start this exercise and they will feel like their leg feels really heavy, or they will just lift. Everyone can do this. This is easy, but it's much harder when you're thinking about stabilizing your core muscles, stabilizing the hips and the spine, your whole torso, trying not to move. So if you've never engaged your transverse abdominis, on that exhale, I want you to feel like you are corseting the waist inward towards your center. Inhale, lower down, and exhale to lift. And when you're doing these right, 80% of the work is coming from here, and only 20% is coming from the legs or the hip flexors. And exhale. You should just feel like your leg is floating up into the air. And the work is right here. Okay, now that you've done the marching exercise, we're going to place our arms next to our side. Now we want to open up our collarbone wide, have a gentle press into the mat. We're going to bring up our legs one at a time into what we call tabletop position. Now, just to bring your legs here and stabilize can be difficult. You can feel maybe you want to tip forward a little bit. I want you to try to maintain using those core muscles without tipping your hips towards your feet, okay? We're gonna just hold that into an isometric contraction. So you might start feeling a little shaky. You might even feel a little tightness in your legs. We want the work to be here, all right? Another thing that can happen here is our ribs can flare. So I want you to just feel like the back of your rib cage is just gently relaxed into the mat. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to go right into toe taps. We inhale to tap a toe down and exhale to bring it back up. Inhale to tap a toe down and exhale to tap it, bring it back up. We're going to aim for the floor, but if we can't quite get there, if our core is not strong, you can make these small, just like I did. I'm just moving maybe a few inches away from my body. And I'm still working in a really good way. Inhale and exhale to draw in. Inhale and exhale. Or you can do the full range of motion. Very good. Bring one leg down at a time. Very nice work. So we're going to go from here into what we call dead bug, okay? And this can be a little bit more challenging for your coordination. So we're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling. We're going to bring our right arm back, and we're going to just bring it overhead, but we still want to see it in our peripheral. On an exhale, I want you to draw the left leg up and the right arm forward. Inhale back and exhale together. So I am trying to knit the bottom of my right rib cage towards my left hip and feel that work, that diagonal line that's coming across my body. And one more time. And then you would just repeat that on the other side. Thank you for joining me. I'm Rebecca Cook with Bella Pilates.